Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome in as we get ready for another night of wild racing action as the super late models head in to the beautiful Bristol Motor Speedway on dirt here as it's the Invitational Series back in action for night number 2. Let's get it, baby. Let's go, Jet. Let's go, baby. Woo. Oh.
Hard work at the crack of dawn. This life ain't for the weak ones. No, this life pure only for the strong. Feeling slow, shake it off. Don't got time for negative thoughts. Red sight, got the dot. Shoot my shot, I want the top. Never lost, got my plot. Know my story, I know my boss. I won't fight against the clock. Time's a limited gift from God.
That's right.
One day I will have my victory. Crush all my enemies so viciously. Work so hard, my hands are blistering. And they will
oh, baby. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Practice coming to a close. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like, hit the share, hit the follow button. Let's go, baby. Let's go, chat. Woo! Oh! 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 Oh, baby. Yo, Ty Dickinson coming in with the like on the stream. Brycey Bear coming in with that heart reaction. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Ty and Bryce coming in, showing all the love with the likes on the stream. Let's get it, baby. We are live, ladies and gentlemen, for another night of wild racing action here. You see Joey Reeder out there on the racetrack, looking to put down some good lap times here, trying to get that FGR Excel Premier Racing Setups Ancient Gaming 011 ride up towards the top of the speed charts here. You see the Gaston's iRacing Graphics number 95 ride right there in front of Keith Hackney as Hackney and Gaston battles nose to tail here for a little bit, but Hackney up to the high side here. We're going to see the bottom side, the high side really work in well around this racetrack. We're going to see these drivers ready to rock and roll. Yo, Papa Mike! Papa Mike coming in with the like and the shares. Let's go, Papa Mike. Papa Mike coming in showing the love. Brian, Dude Guy, my boy, Dude Guy coming in showing the love. What's good, Brian? How are you, my boy? How are you? Mr. Massey comes in, says Grip Hackney, baby. Grip Hackney. He says Grip Hackney out there on the racetrack. Y'all know what to do, though. Hit the like, hit the share, hit that follow button if you're new here, as we're going to get these drivers primed and ready for this A main feature event. Woo! Some great looking rides out here on the racetrack, man. Some wicked looking drivers and cars and everything else. These guys have some of the craziest looking paint schemes. Oh God, I almost died right there. I had to sneeze. That came out of nowhere. Matthias Fout out there in the top spot right now. Quickest in practice here for the 07 ride is the Speed Ranch. Kamikaze Motorsports 07 quickest here in practice. As practice coming to a close, that means we're going to get ready here for, I do believe, a little bit of qualifying action. These drivers are going to get 2 laps out there on the racetrack to lay down their quickest lap times here in this one. There we go. We see Ty out there. We'll have to see if Ty can roll out onto the racetrack here for his qualifying efforts. As we see Dustin Holmes rolling out onto the racetrack now in the 59 ride as the Majula Say Speed Shop number 59 ride rolling out onto the racetrack. We see Brian Warner Jr. in that 57 Cush, the Scooby-Doo machine, out there on the racetrack. Kevin Brow out there in the White Knuckle 26 ride. James Hannon out there in the 54. Then we see Dustin McElroy out there in the 94. Blake Danner out there in the 40, looking to have a good run here as well. And we see a couple drivers getting their first laps in right now. It is that 26 rider, Kevin Brow, with the quick time here in qualifying. Dustin McElroy into second, but Jonathan Gasson going to jump up and take that second spot away. We'll have to wait and see if anyone can knock Kevin Brow off the top spot here as we see Ty Dickinson, my boy Ty, in that number 67 ride rolling out onto the racetrack. The Papa Mike Promotions Speed Ranch Demon Speedworks, Sweet Tea, Brycey Bear Designs, Papa Mike Promotions, PeaceMaker Gaming, number 67 ride out there onto the racetrack. So good to see him jumping out there as the 07 is going to jump up with the quick time here in this one as that BCR Sim Products 07 of Matthias Fout going to jump up and take the top spot away from Kevin Brow as Brow going to slide back to second now as we see Ty Dickinson up into the 9th spot here in qualifying. We see Dalton Butcher now out there onto the racetrack here. Butcher jumping out onto the track. This is, let me see if we can make this a little louder.
Let's
here,
go.
They're not very loud right now. Some more of the engine sounds in there. It's the 38 ride looking to have a great qualifying effort here, looking to try to put this 38 machine on the pole position. He does it. New quick time on the racetrack goes to the Speed Ranch. Number 38 of Dalton Butcher. As Butcher going to jump up and take that top spot away from Matthias Fout. So Fout going to slide back now into position number 2. See Robbie Milburn out there on the racetrack in the 9 ride. Robbie Milburn with the quick time now. Move the 9 ride to the top of the speed charts. Tony Martin in the 22 ride. Looking to have a good run here himself. Looking for a quick lap time. We'll see if he gets any quicker. He doesn't on his second lap as we see Keith Hackney out there. He's going to go across the start-finish line. Quick time to the 91 ride. That 09 laser engraving SWM Julius A Speed Shop. NLR Papa Mike Promotions 91 ride going to jump up and take the top spot away here from Robbie Milburn and Dalton Butcher as they're going to slide back into the 2nd and 3rd spot out there in this one. Yo, Mama Bear with the heart reaction. Billy Northcutt coming in with that heart reaction as well. Let's go, baby. Tony Martin and Justin Johnson coming in with the likes on the streams as well. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, chat. Y'all know what to do. Hit the like button. Hit that share button as we continue to try to push this out to more and more people. Every like, every share, every comment helps us push the stream out to more and more people. So let us know up in the chat who you're cheering for and who you want to see in victory lane tonight in this one. Get you some little brother, number 22, Tony Martin. Cheering on Tony Martin. Let's get it. Andy Martin coming in with that like on the stream, the heart reaction. Let's go. Let's go, Andy. We're also live over on YouTube as well. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you check out our YouTube stream, and we're also live over on Kick live streaming as well. So we're a little bit live everywhere here in this one as qualifying coming to a close. We're going to get ready to go green flag racing with our first heat race of the evening in just a few more moments. All right, just making sure we get everything locked and loaded, ready to go here as qualifying coming to a close. We're going to get ready here for our first heat race of the night as we got 18 drivers loaded into the sim, ready to go to battle, ready to duke it out here around Bristol Motor Speedway. You can see the beautiful, beautiful high banks here around the racetrack. We're going to see these drivers putting in a ton of work and a ton of fast cars out here going to battle in this one. Susie Dickinson, my girl Susie, Mama Bear coming in with the love as well, says let's go number 2. Ty Dickinson. Ty's not in the number 2 now, Susie. He's in the 67 ride. He's in the 67 ride, but he's always number 2. Always number 2. Cheering on Mr. Hackney as well, says let's go number 91, Keith Hackney, as we're going to get ready here. Heat race number 1 loaded into the sim here. Luckily enough, I don't think anybody is going to be sent home early. I think everybody is going to make it into the show here. No one is going to go home, so we'll have to wait and see these drivers load into the sim and down their pit side as going to see if we can get a good look at them there. You can see them there in corner number 1 getting loaded in behind our official iRacing pace truck as we're going to get ready to set these drivers loose in just a little bit here. There you go. You can see them loading in perfectly right there. Starting on the pole in this one. In the 91 ride, it's the 09 laser engraving NH Lens Majulis A Speed Shop, Papa Mike Promotions, NLR, SWM number 91. That is Keith Hackney. To his outside. In the Speed Ranch, number 07, it is the BCR Sim Sports, the Kamikaze Motorsports, number 07 of Matthias Fout, as Fout going to start on the outside of the front row. Starting in position number 2 in the 95 ride, it's the Gaston's iRacing Graphics. Number 95, that is Jonathan Gaston into his outside in the Ancient Gaming SWM FGR Excel Premier Racing Setups. And number 011, that is Joey Reeder. Starting in position number 5 in that 54 ride, a crazy looking ride, bright purple, yellow, green. It's got every color, I think, in there. As that number 54 ride going to start in position number 5 into his outside in the 51 ride. That is Ryan Winchester. James Hannon and Ryan Winchester bringing up the final row here as 6 drivers getting ready to go to battle here in this one. Ricky Chandler, my boy Ricky, coming in with that heart reaction. Mama Bear says, oh, number 67, yeah, number 6, whatever that thing is. And the 7, yeah, Ty's got it right, as we're gonna get ready to go green flag racing here. The green flag out in the air, the 91 ride. Keith Hackney gonna quickly put the pedal to the metal, gets a great jump over the 07 ride of Matthias Fout. As Fout there in position number 2, trying to hold off Jonathan Gaston. There in third, as he's right in front of Joey Reeder, as Reeder going to hold on to the 4th position as they all start to spread out a little bit, single file here around Bristol Motor Speedway. Kevin says, let's go dirt racing, baby. Let's go, Kev. Let's go, my boy, as Keith Hackney out in front here, leading the way quickly in this one, out to a 0.67 lead now, out to about a 0.7 of a second lead over Matthias Fout, as Fout about 7-8 car lengths back of our race leader, Jonathan Gaston, right there, trying to hunt down the 07 ride, as Joey Reeder right there behind him, the 54 ride of James Hannon there in position number 5, and Ryan Winchester rounding out the field back there in the 51 ride, unfortunately sliding back a little bit, trying to get the handle of that 51 ride. Seemed getting very loose there through the slick stuff in this one, as out in front, continuing to try to pull away, but staying about dead even right now between Keith Hackney and Matthias Fout, as Fout right there in second, trying to keep pace right there with the 91 ride, hoping maybe he'll make a mistake, maybe something will happen, and he can be right there ready to pounce in a quick hurry. Fout not too far behind our race leader here in this one. Jonathan Gaston right there, as he can throw a blanket almost over these guys and see a little bit of a battle brewing now. Joey Reeder up on the high side, the 54 ride of James Hannon down on the bottom side, as James looking to try to make the move and get around the 011. He's going to get up into the outside wall ever so slightly, going to lose a lot of momentum down across the start-finish line as Keith Hackney continues to lead the way. Hackney out in front, showing these drivers how to get it done. This time by is going to see the white flag. So one more time around here for that NH Lens SWM Papa Mike Promotions Majula Say Speed Shop number 91 ride down into corner number 3 and out at corner number 4. No one's gonna get there. A picture perfect run out of the 91 ride as he picks up heat race win number 1. Matthias Fout, Jonathan Gaston, Joey Reeder, James Hannon, and Ryan Winchester are going to round out our field here for heat race number 1, as we're going to get ready here for heat race number 2. Heat race number 2 going to get loaded into the sim. All right, as they get loaded in down here pit side, we'll take a look at them. Loaded into the pit stalls here, just ever so slightly. Let's see if we can get a good look at them. There we go. Starting on the pole in the Speed Ranch number 9 ride, that is Robbie Milburn. To his outside in the White Knuckle Racing Setups ride, the 26, that is Kevin Brow. Starting in position number 3 in the purple and orange. Let me take a good look at that one. The purple, orange, and white 1B. That is the Dirt Anarchy ASR Racing number 1B. That is Brandon Starnes. To his outside in the 57 ride, it's the Scooby-Doo machine there. The 57 Kush. That is Brian Warner Jr. Starting in position number 5 on the racetrack in the ASR Racing. Number 22, it's another one of those Dirt Anarchy rides. That is the 22 with Tony Martin into his outside. In the 33R, it's the Elite Performance Industries. Number 33 of Luke Rakuski. So we got 6 more drivers getting ready to go to battle here in heat race number 2, being led by Robbie Milburn and Kevin Brow, as they're going to lead us down to the green flag. Ray says, Cody, Andrew, get your car in this. Yes, Sirski. Yes, Sirski. We would love to see him out here. Yo, Kevin Timmy with the like on the stream. Clifford Bellamy with that like as well. Craig Bristol coming in with that like and the share. How are you, Craig? Let's get it, ladies and gentlemen. Who are we going to cheer on here for this one? Mr. Glenn over there on kick showing the love says, let's go, let's go. Let's get it, baby, as we are back to green flag racing. As the green flag quickly in the air here for the number 9 rider, Robbie Milburn. Milburn out in front here, looking to try to pull away. It's Kevin Braw trying to hold on to position number 2 here as Brow there in that second spot. Brian Warner Jr. is going to make the move around the high side on the 1B ride, so move the 57 up into position number 3 as Brandon Starnes is going to slide back into position number 4. Tony Martin there in 5th as Luke Rakuski back there in that 6th position. Kevin Brow has to be a little bit patient here as he's got the 57 ride and that 1B machine right there behind him as he's trying to track down our race leader, the 57. Getting a great run there out at corner number 2. Gets right back to the rear bumper there of that 26 machine. Looks like some great exit speed for the 57 ride through 1 and 2. Not as good through 3 and 4 here. So we'll have to see if Mr. Brian Warner Jr. can find something there as here comes that 1B machine of Brandon Starnes. As Starnes gonna jump back up to the high side here. He's gonna look to make the move around the mystery machine here as he's gonna jump back up into position number 3. So put them all back right where they started here in this one as Robbie Milburn out in front. Kevin Brow there in 2nd. Brandon Starnes in position number 3 with Brian Warner Jr. there in 4th. Tony Martin and Luke Rakuski rounding out our field here in heat race number 2. Robbie Milburn, though, out in front, continuing to pull away in this one. Is that 9 ride? Showing him how to get it done. The 26 of Kevin Brown trying to stay right there with him, trying to track him down, but unfortunately running out of time here quickly in this one. Trying to get this bad boy reset and ready to go back here as man, some great racing action. The white flag is being displayed here for heat race number 2. One more time around here for Robbie Milburn as Milburn down the backstretch one more time, down into corner number 3, down it out at corner number 4. The 26 ride can't get there. It's all Robbie Milburn here in this one. Kevin Braw there in 2nd. Brandon Starnes, Brian Warner Jr., Tony Martin, and Luke Rakuski rounding out the field here in heat race number 2 as we're going to get ready for heat race number 3 in this one. Yo, my boy Charles Wilder, Black Phoenix, my boy Black Phoenix coming in with the double like on the stream. Mitchell Howe, my boy Mitchell coming in with the like. Cody Andrew and Joey Lamb coming in showing the love as well with the likes on the stream. I should get the 77X in. Oh, baby. Make sure the motor is sealed, though. Yeah, you're going to have to make sure it is. Number 93 checking in. What's good, Mitchell? How are you, my boy? How are you? Gooner coming in showing the love says Mike Lester. Mike Lester tagging Mike Lester up in the chat here. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the wicked racing action. Gooner, I like that kick banner right there, my boy. I like that kick banner. We're also over there on the green site as well. We're also over there as well. Matthew cheering on the 1B ride. Cheering on the 1B ride. I like that. I like that, Mr. Glenn. I like that. That's a good choice. That's a good choice. If you guys are just tuning in on Facebook, make sure y'all hit the like, hit the follow, hit the share button. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that check and like and subscribe button. If you're watching over on Kick, make sure you drop us a follow and tell us what you think of the broadcast over there on the green side as we continue to try to build the iRacing side of Kick live streaming. Is out in front here in heat race number 3. It's the 38 ride. That is Dalton Butcher. To his outside in the 59 ride, it is the Majula Say Speed Shop, number 59 of Dustin Holmes. Starting in position number 3 in the 67 ride, it's the Demon Speedworks.
Let's go!
Speed Ranch number 67. It's the Papa Mike Promotions ride of Ty Dickinson. To his outside in the 94, that is Dustin McElroy. And bringing up the final row here in heat race number 3, the 40 ride is Blake Danner, and to his outside, the 14 is Skylar Douglas. As we are back to green flag racing quickly, the 38 ride's going to put the hammer down and try to pull away from the rest of the field as he looks to try to pick up heat race win number 3. But here comes the Sweet Tea Gang ride of Ty Dickinson. Down on the bottom side, looking underneath the 59 ride for position number 2. Ty down low, the 59 up high. As you can see, it's getting very, very slick. Down around the bottom side of the racetrack, the high side, still holding a lot of moisture and very, very fast runs down the straightaways up there on the high side of the racetrack as they can carry a ton of momentum. As that 5-6 graphics number 67 ride continues to try to work underneath the 59. You can see him getting very loose there down through the slick stuff. He's going to slide up the racetrack and into that high groove as the 94 of Dustin McElroy is going to take a look underneath of him as Dalton Butcher out in front as that Speed Ranch number 38 ride continues to lead the way. So the Speed Ranch ride out in front here in heat race number 3, being tracked down by the 59 of Dustin Holmes. Ty Dickinson back into third. The 94 ride of Dustin McElroy there in fourth. You see the 40 ride getting up into the outside wall ever so slightly. That is the 40 machine of Blake Danner. He's going to lose position number 5 to the 14 ride. As you see him getting very loose and a little bit of damage here. So the 40 machine, after getting up into the outside wall, that's not going to help his car out at all. As you can see him trying to chase that thing through the corners as Skylar Douglas moves in front of him into position number 5. Luke says, I'm just a field filler. Oh my gosh, don't be like that. Oh wait, Ty is in this? Then I have to go in 67. You got to cheer for your boy, Matthew. You got to cheer for Ty, you know. You got to cheer for Ty. That's your boy. That's your homie. As Dalton Butcher out in front is going to see the white flag fly one more time around here for Dalton Butcher. As Butcher out in front, down the backstretch one more time, down into corner number 3 is the 59 ride. Trying to reel him in, is going to run out of time here, but he's right there, closing in on our race leader, but can't get there as Dalton Butcher is going to win heat race number 3. Dustin Holmes, Ty Dickinson, Dustin McElroy, Skylar Douglas, and Blake Danner are going to round out the field here in heat race number 3 as we're going to get ready for our A main feature event. Our A main about to get underway here in this one. Yo, Isaac De Oliveira coming in showing the love, says, what's up, my boy? What's up, homie? How are you? Coming in showing the love. Isaac coming in with the like on the stream. Robert Martin coming in with the like. Ray Fryer coming in with that like as well. If you guys haven't already, smash those reactions, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. If you're watching over on Kick or if you're watching on Facebook, as we're going to get ready here for our A main feature event. These drivers loaded into the sim. They're going to get ready to go 40 laps of green flag racing around this very, very beautiful and very slick racetrack right now, but it's only going to get slicker and slicker the more we go, as you see this field of 18 drivers loading into the sim behind our official iRacing base truck. We're going to get ready to set these drivers loose. Starting on the pole in this one, the 09 laser engraving NH lens sim wrap market number 91. It is the Papa Mike Promotions machine of Keith Hackney. To his outside, heat race number 2 winners, the 9 ride, are Robbie Milburn. Starting in position number 3, heat race number 3 winner, that is the 38 ride of Dalton Butcher, as it looks like the 91 ride is going to take the challenge here. We had a challenge earlier on in the evening. Anybody in the top 4 willing to take an EOL and slide to the back of the pack and work themselves through the field. If Keith can pick up the win, he's going to earn himself an extra $20 payday here in this one, as he takes that back row challenge, going from the pole position back into the 18th spot for the number 91 ride. So that's going to move the 38 of Dalton Butcher to the top spot here. Robbie Milburn to his outside. Kevin Brown there in third. Matthias Fout there in fourth. Then we see Jonathan Gaston, Dustin Holmes, Ty Dickinson, Brandon Starnes, Brian Warner Jr., Joey Reeder rounding out our top 10. Dustin McElroy, James Hannon, Tony Martin, Skylar Douglas, Ryan Winchester, Luke Rakuski, Blake Danner, rounding out our top 17 as Keith Hackney back there in 18th as we're gonna end all the anticipation with our feature presentation as we are green flag racing here from Bristol Motor Speedway. Quickly, the 38 rider Dalton Butcher is gonna put the hammer down and try to pull away as the 9 rider Robbie Milburn trying to stay right there with them as they're all trying to get to the high side of the racetrack here as that bottom side getting slicker and slicker in this one. As boy, oh boy, some wicked racing action here ahead of us as Dalton Butcher leads the way. You see Kevin Brow still trying to work the bottom side as here comes Matthias Fout to his outside. It's the top 4. You can throw a blanket still over him and a little bit of a gap back to our 5th place driver in the 59 ride of Dustin Holmes. We'll have to keep an eye out on that 91 ride of Keith Hackney to see how he moves through the field as Keith already up 5 positions into 13th on the racetrack. He's looking to try to pick up that extra $20 payday and has that 91 ride hooked up and ready to go here as Robbie Milburn down the bottom side is side by side here. First, second, third, and fourth. You can throw a blanket over him as they're almost 3 wide there as the 9 rider Robbie Milburn is going to jump up and take this lead away. So we get a new race leader here in this one. The new race leader here for this event as out in front is Robbie Milburn now leading the way. You got to imagine some of these drivers maybe trying to save a little bit of tire out here in this one. Is tire management going to come into play as some contact? Hang on to it, Kevin Brow, as Brow almost goes around. They're going to lose a lot of momentum. Here comes the rest of the field. Dustin Holmes and Brandon Starnes coming into the picture here as Starnes right there in that 6th spot, working to the outside now of Dustin Holmes for position number 5. Ty Dickinson right there in the mix with Jonathan Gaston right there as well. That's the 7th and 8th place drivers. As you see the 0-11 at Joey Reeder trying to be the leader right there in that 9th spot. Has the 57 Cush machine, the mystery machine down to his inside as the Scooby-Doo car in that 10th position, and right there behind him you see him, the 91 machine of Keith Hackney looking to try to work himself through the field, tried to go down low underneath the 57, ran out of room, had to get onto the binders as our first caution flag of the evening is going to fly. Our first caution flag is going to come out as it looks like Blake Danner going to have some issues here. He's going to take his ride down pit side here as we'll take a look and see what happens to the 40 machine, as it looks like he's already got some pretty heavy right front damage here. After getting up into the outside wall here, we'll take a look back and see what happens to this 40 machine as unfortunate break here. Is back deep in the field, just trying to hang on to it. Him and the 51 make a little bit of contact, and I think he just washes up the racetrack into the outside fence and tears that front end apart. Unfortunately here for the 40 machine, as a ton of right side damage on that car. You can see it not wanting to turn here, gets up into the wall again. See him trying to turn left, and the car still trying to go right. He gets down to the inside, hits the inside wall, then he's going to get stopped here on the racetrack and take it down pit side with heavy damage on both sides of that car. The leader's going by there. The caution flag coming out in a quick hurry. An unfortunate break there as we do see Keith Hackney down pit side getting some fresh tires put onto the car. This is one of those things with Bristol Motor Speedway that's a possibility to do. You see that car getting jacked up and ready to go back out onto the racetrack. But he's going to have a fresh set of slicks, and that may be the big strategy move here on the evening. No one else came down pit side, so we'll have to wait and see if they got more tires or if that's just going to be a good move here throughout this one for that 91 machine. Yo, Deb Martin coming in with that like on the stream. Let's get it, baby. If you guys are just tuning in, make sure y'all hit the like button on the stream, hit the share, hit the follow button, jump up into the chat with the exclamation mark and notify. That way you're always notified when we go live with the iRacing action here, as we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing at Bristol Motor Speedway. Robbie Milburn out in front, Dalton Butcher to his outside. Matthias Fout there in position number 3. Kevin Brow there in 4th. Brandon Starnes up into that 5th position as the 59 at Dustin Holmes to his outside. Jonathan Gaston and Ty Dickinson make up row number 4. Then we see Joey Reeder there in 9th and Brian Warner Jr. in that 10th spot. James Hannon and Dustin McElroy there in 11th and 12th. Then we see Tony Martin and Skylar Douglas there in 13th and 14th. Lucas Rakuski there in that 15th spot with the 51 to his outside. And bringing up the rear of the field here in the 91 is Keith Hackney. And then you see the 40 ride of Blake Danner getting back onto the racetrack, as well as them field fillers. Number 40 ride rolls back out from pit lane here, so he's going to fall in behind the 91 ride of Keith Hackney, who is the only driver to come down and get some fresh tires here, as that's a option at Bristol Motor Speedway. So stacked up side by side, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. I believe we're going to get one more trip around before we set them loose. I believe the lights are going to click off that official iRacing pace car here. We'll see if we can get a look at that pace car. I don't think we will, but see these drivers stacked up, racked up, and ready to go. Owl Graphics open for business if any of these guys need a wrap. Wink, wink. You know it. You know it, my boy. You know it, homies. We're going to get these drivers locked, stocked, and loaded, ready to go back to green flag racing here, as Robbie Milburn and Dalton Butcher are going to bring us back down to the green flag, as the green flag back out into the air in that Kamikaze Motorsports Speed Ranch number 9 ride. Quickly going to put the pedal to the metal and jump back out in front here. Here comes the 07 of Matthias Fout down to the bottom side here. Teammates there at the front of the field as a bunch of these Speed Ranch rides holding down the 4, 1, 2, and 3. You see Kevin Brown, the Moza number 26 ride there in 4th. Dustin Holmes in position number 5, still side by side with the 1B ride of Brandon Starnes. Jonathan Gaston and Ty Dickinson battle side by side as Joey Reeder right there trying to look underneath the 67 for that 8th position on the racetrack. Can't quite make the move, as now he's got Brian Warner Jr. down to his inside. You can see Keith Hackney already working himself through the field here as the 91 ride up into 12th position, looking underneath the 54 ride for position number 11, trying to take that spot away from James Hannon. As Hannon trying to battle side by side with that 91 ride. You can see Keith getting a little loose there, almost a little contact. It's going to kill all the momentum there for James Hannon, as he's going to give up that 11th position. As you see Keith Hackney just trying to find himself a way underneath that 57 ride. It's now Keith down low. The 57 up on the high side are going to battle side by side. This is for that 10th position on the racetrack, but out in front it's still the Speed Ranch rides, as Robbie Milburn, Dalton Butcher, Matthias Fout, and Kevin Brow round out our top 4. Dustin Holmes right there in 5th. Brandon Starnes there in 6th. As these drivers get a little bit more single file, we're going to jump into a quick PeaceMaker Gaming Crank It Up. So we're going to crank up that volume, and you guys are going to cheer on your favorite drivers. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that follow button, as we're going to crank it up here on PeaceMaker Gaming.
Let's go!
still, maybe you can see him moving through the field. There's the 91 rider, Keith Hackney, into the picture at the front of the field as they're going to go 3 wide down the backstretch. Keith Hackney down on the bottom side. Dalton Butcher trying to hold him down there, but he can't hold him off for long as the 91 rider, Keith Hackney, up into position number 3. Still down on the bottom side, trying to work himself underneath the 07 ride. A great run at a corner number 2. He's side by side, door to door with the 9 ride of Robbie Milburn. Milburn trying to hold off Keith Hackney. Some contact deeper in the field. There goes the 59. The 26 ride turned around on the racetrack. No caution flag as of yet, but the 26 parked there. There it is, the caution flag gonna come out. I'm not sure how they're gonna score it, but Keith Hackney may be our race leader here in this one. Robbie Milburn trying to hold off Keith Hackney. Hackney with those fresh tires moving through the field. Didn't take him long, but here he is now up into that top spot. But it looks like the 9 ride possibly going to get that position back, scoring here at Bristol Motor Speedway back to the start-finish line. I think he's going to have to give up that top spot for Keith Hackney and move back to second, but you can see that he has got something cooking in that 91 ride as he's been flying through the field. As we'll take a look back and see what happens here to bring out our second caution flag of the evening. Take a look, the 26 rider, Kevin Brow, through the middle of the racetrack. The 59 down low. Looks like the 26 gets a little loose, comes down the racetrack, up into the 59 ride. You see Joey Reeder getting a little damage there as well. 26 turned around there as we'll take a look at our number 59 of Dustin Holmes here and see what he sees. He's going to get tagged here in that right rear, then up into the outside fence here, and heavy damage for the 59 ride. Going to see Joey Reeder being able to escape that, but a ton of front end damage. That 59 ride tore apart here in this one. So we'll stack them back up, re-rack them, and get ready to go back to green flag racing. Not sure where Keith Hackney disappeared to. Keith Hackney may be back down pit side here. Actually, I don't even see Keith on the racetrack now. Not sure where Hackney might have disappeared to. There he is. He was blanking a little bit. He disappeared for a couple seconds on his chat, but he's still up there in that second spot. I thought maybe for a second he went back down pit side to get some more fresh tires. I thought, you know what, that might be a little bit too crazy with only 11 more laps left to go and having to pass a lot of cars out there on the racetrack. As we got them stocked back up and ready to go here, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one. Mr. Glenn says, awesome run, Keith, but you need to retire already. Oh my gosh. Come on now, Matthew. He doesn't need to retire. Come on now. He's in his prime. He's in his prime. Yo, Jesse Edmondson coming in with that like on the stream as well. If you guys haven't already, hit the like, hit the share, hit the follow button. Even if you're re-watching the stream and it's not currently live, make sure you hit the like and the share button to get more eyes on all these drivers and all these awesome sponsors putting this together and putting on this show here for all of us to enjoy on PeaceMaker Gaming as we get ready to go back to green flag racing. Robbie Milburn trying to hold off Keith Hackney as Hackney up into position number 2. Matthias Spout there in 3rd. Dalton Butcher in 4th. Brandon Starnes there in 5th. Joey Reeder in 6th. Ty Dickinson up into that 7th position with Jonathan Gaston to his outside. Brian Warner Jr. there in 9th, and Tony Martin to his outside in that 10th position. Then we see Dustin McElroy in the 33R of Luke Rakuski. Blake Danner. Then we see Blake Danner, James Hannon, Skylar Douglas, Dustin Holmes back out onto the racetrack. The 26 of Kevin Brow back out there as well. And unfortunately, a couple laps down for the 51 ride of Ryan Winchester. As we got them stacked back up side by side, we're going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Robbie Milburn's looking for a big restart, a big jump right here as he puts the hammer down here, down across the start-finish line. 10 more laps left to go here from Bristol Motor Speedway. quickly. Keith Hackney down to the inside, looking underneath of him, gets a big run off corner number 2, down into corner number 3. Here comes Matthias Belt for that second spot, as out of corner number 4, we got a new race leader. It's Keith Hackney, as Hackney now leads the way. Keith out in front here in this one. Robbie Milburn in position number 2, as right now for some reason it's scoring Keith Hackney as the 17th car. I'm not sure why it is, as Robbie Milburn, they see a 3-wide battle back here for that 3rd, 4th, 5th position. As Dalton Butcher up on the high side, the 0-7 in the middle, the 1B of Brandon Starnes down on the bottom side of the racetrack. As they continue to duke it out, you see Dustin Holmes trying to work himself back through the field as the caution flag is going to come back out. Unfortunately, looks like our boy in the Sweet Tea Papa Mike Promotions ride, Ty Dickinson, going to get collected in this one. We'll take a look and see what happens as I sends it in. Oh, just the 57 ride gets underneath him, gets into his back end, and spins the 67 ride around. A tough break there for the Papa Mike Promotions. Demon Speedworks Speed Ranch number 67 riders. We'll take a different look at that one as 57 just unfortunately sends it in there, gets into the back end. See the 22 rider, Tony Martin, with some pretty heavy damage as well afterwards, as he gets up into the outside wall with the 57 rider, Brian Warner Jr., as we'll take a look at this one. And oh, nowhere to go there for Tony Martin. Heavy damage, some pretty heavy damage as well to the 57 ride afterwards. A few tore-up race cars, luckily enough. Ty, his car still in one piece, as we'll get them stacked back together and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. As there we go, it's got Keith Hackney now score back in the top spot here. So I think that's, oh, maybe it doesn't have him scored in the top spot. Not sure what's going on with the scoring here. Maybe Hackney got a black flag. I'm not 100% sure here, as scoring definitely messed up here quite a bit in this one. You can see the 91 thinking about going back down pit side to get some more tires. So it's like the 91 may have had a black flag and having to get that car back around the racetrack on the lead lap now, and he's gonna have to try to battle back quickly through the field to get that car back to the front here, as Robbie Milburn's gonna get the lead back here in this one. Dalton Butcher into second, Matthias Fout there in 3rd. Then we see Brandon Starnes there in 4th, Joey Reeder in 5th, Jonathan Gaston in that 6th position, Brian Warner Jr. in 7th, James Hannon in the 8th position, Dustin Holmes up into 9th, as Luke Rakuski up into position number 10, the 94 ride of Dustin McElroy there in 11th, Kevin Brow into 12th, Tony Martin, Blake Danner, Ty Dickinson, Skylar Douglas, Keith Hackney round out our top 17, and unfortunately for the 51 ride, still down a lap or two here for the 51 of Ryan Winchester, as we got him stacked back up, racked back up, and ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here in this one. There we go. I think they've got it figured back out now with the 91 ride and the scoring issues there. I think they got it figured out. Not 100% sure what's going on with the scoring here. Bristol sometimes gets a little bit wonky for the scoring in this, so we'll stack them up and get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. So it is going to score Keith Hackney back out in front here. So the scoring is fixed and everything is back the way it should be, as Keith Hackney out in front, Robbie Milburn in 2nd, Dalton Butcher in 3rd, Matthias Fout there in 4th, Brandon Starnes there in 5th, Joey Reeder, Jonathan Gaston, Brian Warner Jr., James Hannon, and Dustin Holmes rounding out our top 10. Luke Raguski, Dustin McElroy, Kevin Braw, Tony Martin, and Blake Danner rounding out our top 15, as we're going to go back to Green Flag Racing here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Quickly, Keith Hackney's going to put the pedal to the metal out in front here of the field in this one. The 9 rider, Robbie Milburn, trying to hold on to position number 2 as cautions, precautions in the caution flag. Back out in the air here for this one. The caution flag coming right back out. There's a little bit of cautions, breeding cautions. It looks like Luke Rakuski having some issues here in the 33 ride. Oh, looks like the 57 ride already turned around with the 54. Some heavy damage. You see Luke, unfortunately, losing a tire there. We'll take a look. It looked like James Hannon tied in with the 57 ride with some heavy damage already. Just in front of him. Oh, he's just going to... Basically the same thing that happened between the 57 and the 67 ride. Just unfortunately sends it in there a little bit deeper, gets underneath of him and makes that contact. It spins the 57 ride around and nowhere to go here for the 33 of Luke Rakuski and the 26 ride of Kevin Brow, as Brow had nowhere to go. Heavy damage there to the 57 again, the 54, the 33 ride getting tore up in that one. So quick caution flag as you see that tire rolling down the racetrack. So we'll get them stacked back up, re-racked, and ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one. Is, man, some wicked racing action, some great side-by-side battles. Right now, you see the 91 ride taking that back road challenge. Was supposed to be our pole sitter. Went down pit side. Unfortunately, went all the way back to the rear, getting the EOL, so he had to start this race instead of in position number 1. Started back in position number 18. Worked himself through the field here into the top spot.
Let's go!
Some quick moves out of that number 91 ride has him in position to try to pick up this checkered flag and the extra $20 that comes with that back row challenge. Top 5, Ty, let's go. Ty, claim Keith's motor. Yeah, definitely claim Keith's motor for certain. Damn, give Ty his spot back. Not his fault. That one definitely sucks. Was one down for tires, I think? I don't think so. I think it was just iRacing. iRacing sometimes just messes up the scoring, and I think possibly the way they crossed the start-finish line before the caution flag was thrown, it might have had something to do with how it was all messed up with Keith being out in front, but really it went back to the lap before. So the 9 ride was out in front, and I think it just gets kind of jumbled up right there with that one. Hackney out in front. Robbie Milburn there in second. Dalton Butcher in third. Matthias Fout there in that 4th spot. Brandon Starnes there in 5th. Joey Reeder, Jonathan Gaston, Dustin Holmes, Dustin McElroy, Kevin Brow, Tony Martin, Ty Dickinson, Skylar Douglas, Luke Rakuski, Brian Warner Jr., James Hannon, Blake Danner, and Ryan Winchester round out our field of 18 drivers as we're going to get ready to stack these guys back up and ready to go back to green flag racing here in this one. To quickly get a drink myself as crack open another Monster Energy drink here and get ready to set these drivers loose. Single file restart here in this one. Single file restart for Keith Hackney. We'll have to see how he can handle this restart and if he can hold off that 9 ride or the 38. As the green flag back out into the air here in this one for that www.shopfergie22.com. Sweet Victory Apparel number 91 ride is the NH Lens. Papa My Promotions number 91 of Keith Hackney out in front. This time by the start finish line, we're going to see 5 more laps left to go. 5 more circuits here for Keith Hackney to pick up the checkered flag, the back road challenge, and the extra money in his pocket as you can throw a blanket over the rest of the field side by side, almost 3 wide through these corners as Robbie Milburn trying to hold on to position number 2 as the 59 ride. Right there, Dustin Holmes working underneath the 1 via Brandon Starnes for position number 4. Matthias Fout right there in third, but a big run out of that 59 ride down on the bottom side of the racetrack. As that Majula Say Speed Shop number 59 ride works himself towards the front. You can still see them side by side there behind him. Kevin Brow up into 6, working underneath as we see them go 3 wide for position number 2. Dustin Holmes up into that 2nd spot now as Matthias Fout up on the high side trying to get around Robbie Milburn. You see the 26 and the 1B track him in right there. The 22, Tony Martin right there in the mix. Ty Dickinson right there as well in the 67 ride. Joey Joey Reeder sliding back ever so slightly as you can see the 9 rider Robbie Milburn just trying to keep that car together as he keeps sliding back farther and farther here in this one as the white flag has been displayed.
Let's
one
go.
more time around here for Keith Hackney. Is Hackney out in front, down at a corner number 3 and at a corner number 4. He's gonna see the checkered flag here at Bristol Motor Speedway as he's gonna get it done in this one. Dustin Holmes in second and Kevin Brow coming home in position number 3. Brandon Starnes in 4th, Matthias Fout there in 5th, Tony Martin, Robbie Milburn, Ty Dickinson, Brian Warner Jr., and Luke Rakuski rounding out our top 10. James Hannon, Skylar Douglas, Dalton Butcher, Dustin McElroy, Jonathan Gaston, Blake Danner, Joey Reeder, and Ryan Winchester rounding out our field. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up for our top 3 and our race winner as Keith Hackney parks it down here in victory lane. 91 ride getting it done, putting the 91 down in victory lane here at Bristol Motor Speedway. As we'll take a quick look back, we saw some action there on that checkered flag lap as we saw Joey Reeder and Jonathan Gaston have some issues out here. We'll take a look and see what happens. As you can see, these guys still do 3 wide here as 0-11 in the 95, the 57, all right there. Oh, man, Joey Reeder upside down into the catch fence there in corner number 2. And then the 51 ride comes by, the 40 ride comes by, hits him again. Hopefully that driver is A-okay as a tough break right there for the 0-11 and Joey Reeder. Just runs out of room, 3 wide here, beating and banging, gets shoved up into the outside fence, goes up into the air, into the catch fence, and then gets clobbered here couple more times as the 51 and the 40 ride come by and shove them even farther down through the fence. The tough break right there for Joey Reeder. We'll jump right on board here with Joey to see exactly what he sees from the cockpit as he's trying to continue battling for a top 5. Looking to the outside of the 9 rider Robbie Milburn, and then nowhere to go here, and you can see how tight it gets, and then tough break, and then parked upside down there on the catch fence on the wall, then gets clobbered a couple more times. Sparks flying. That is not a spot you want to be or a sight you want to see as a driver on the racetrack. Hopefully they get him out of that ride quickly as possible. But ladies and gentlemen, give it up though for our race winner, Keith Hackney, as Hackney picks up the checkered flag. What a run, what a race, and what a drive right there for that number 91 ride. Yeah, boy, number 91, let's go. Simrap Market, homie, let's go. Papa Mike says, congratulations, Keith. Great rebound. Ty Dickinson. Yes, it was. Joseph, my boy Joseph, coming in with that like on the stream. Charles coming in with the reaction as well. Let's get it, baby, as we're going to get ready to pull our race winner and our top 3 up in to the broadcast booth for their post-race interviews here. We're going to pull Keith in right now for his post-race interview. Hey, Keith, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. They get a copy?
What's up, man?
Not much. Keith, my boy, you take the back row challenge here, trying to earn yourself that extra 20 bucks. You go from the pole position all the way back into that 18th spot, man. What was going through your mind as we were getting that first green flag? You're way back there. You got so many great, fast, talented drivers in front of you. Use a little bit of pit strategy getting those new tires as a little bit of an advantage out there on the rest of the field. They didn't want to give up that track position. You were already back there and already had the opportunity to, use up those tires and come down. You get some fresh sets and boom, you work yourself back through the field again and pick them off one by one as you work yourself to the front of the field here and pick up the victory and also pick up that back row challenge, $20 as well, man. Take us back through this one and how excited you are to be up here in victory lane.
I mean, dude, it's Bristol, man. I absolutely love this place. It don't really matter what we run here. I've had some very good luck here. Actually, I won Monsters of Dirt, the 100 lapper last night in the limiteds here. So it was, except for we didn't get a chance to do anything as far as pit strategy over there. But I mean, obviously I knew I had 40 laps, and I was running a different line than everybody else was. Like I was just really trying to keep it on the bottom in 1 and 2, and I was getting so much drive. And the only time I really moved around is if I had to like try to get around somebody and stuff like that. And it's so hard, everybody's running, 2 and 3 different lines, and you don't really know where to go. And hopefully everybody can like hold their line when you're around them. And there again, for the most part, I mean, everybody did. It was awesome, just trying to come up through there. It's more fun that way. But we went what I think 9 laps at the beginning, and we had that caution, and I passed a few cars, and I was like, you know what? I was sitting here looking, and nobody else went to pit. I was like, well, hell, I'm gonna go down here and pit. Hell, we still got 30 laps of the race, and that'll be a little bit, a little bit of an advantage right there. And sure enough, I could start to see it by I don't know, lap what 30ish or 25 or something like that. I could see it, and everybody started falling off a lot, and well, I think we had a caution. Then I blinked out for like a half a turn or a half a lap, and I didn't realize what was going on. Then I happened to look up at my quality bar; it was all the way in the red, and I was like, "Oh man!" Then it showed me like last, and luckily for them, they let me let me keep my spot and stuff. So kudos for them for doing the right thing with that and stuff like that. And I don't know, right there at the end, I wasn't really trying to do that, like pull away, because obviously my tires were better. That's the reason why I just jumped up to the top side and just riding around, just having fun and trying to get this thing over. But I enjoy it. I enjoy Bristol. No matter, like I said, anything we race here, and like I said, man, we'll take it and we'll move on to next week.
Absolutely, my boy Keith. A great run, a great drive, and another victory here for the 91 machine. Who would you like to thank for such a great run and strong performance out there on the racetrack?
Yeah, man. It's just thank the team NLR. A couple of them guys are running another league tonight, and I think they was doing quite well at the same time. So hopefully they go get the dub over there. Everything they do and put in work on and off the sim weekend or weekday or shoot day in and day out, and they're our old trucking buddies whenever we get done with that. So like I said, huge shout out to them guys. Huge shout out to CFM and Julius Say. We went 1-2 tonight. I know Dustin's on CFM, so glad to see him rebound up there as well. NH Lens, Simrat Market, Custom Cabinets by Keith, Paints by Grippy, Papa Mike Promotions, Pricey Bear, 09 Laser Engraving, and shout out to Tasha. I think she come in the broadcast there late, so she still puts up with me doing this every day. And thanks to Dalton and them for putting this on, and you for doing what you do, man.
Absolutely, my boy. A great run, a great race. And yeah, Tasha's up in the chat right now. Her and Papa Mike are talking about you're going to be buying her something nice with that $20. But,
Oh, here we go.
She's saying that you don't buy her anything nice. But Papa Mike said he might buy her something nice. So I don't know. You're going to have to, go and argue with those two about what you're going to spend that $20 on.
No, that's fine. If they got something worked out, that all power to them.
Absolutely, my boy Keith. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on a great run. Hopefully, we'll see you back up here in Victory Lane before the end of the week.
All right, man. Thank you.
Have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening.
You too.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, give it up there for our race winner, Mr. Keith Hackney, as Keith comes home and picks up the checkered flag in this one. What a run, what a race right there for that number 91 run as he takes the back row challenge and parks it down here in Victory Lane. No matter what, he was working himself through that field and up here into Victory Lane. I don't think anything was going to stop him here tonight in this one. Another awesome job once again, Aaron Mama Bear coming in showing the love. See, he ain't even going to share half of it with me. Well, see, the thing is, Tasha, he's got to share half of it with me now, so half of it goes to you, half of it goes to me. I think that's the deal, isn't it? I think that's the deal. I think he didn't say it, but you could hear it in his voice that that's what the deal was going to be, is that half of it went to you and half of it goes to me. That's what I heard. That's what I heard, my girl. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get ready to pull in our second place finisher, the 59 rider Dustin Holmes, as Holmes comes home. That's fair, I think. I think that's a pretty fair deal right there. I think that's pretty fair, honestly. Honestly, I think that's a good fair deal. King Aaron Woods. Oh, my gosh. Papa Mike, you're the king, my boy. You're the king. We're going to pull in Dustin, though, for his post-race interview, our second place finisher here in this one. Hey, Dustin, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker Broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Dustin, my boy, a great rebound here after having a very solid start to this race. We saw you hang out there just inside the top 5, in the top 6 there for majority of this race, and then late in this one, contact started to, become more of a regular thing. Everyone trying to push their car to the absolute limit. This racetrack really burnt off. We saw that contact. You get up into the outside wall after getting tagged there in the right rear. Ton of damage. You come down pit side, you get the car repaired, you get those fresh tires on it. Thank God for Bristol for that, as you get those fresh set of tires, and then we see you go to work as you navigate yourself through traffic, trying to avoid some of the contact that was in front of you, the 2, 3, 4 wide battles there, as you work that 59 ride back up through the field. Some drivers falling back with old tires. You with the newer tires, use them to your advantage here at Bristol and able to park that 59 ride here in position number 2 on the evening, man. Take us back through this one, and how does it feel to be parked up here on the podium after having that big wreck?
I mean, honestly, man, it's super exciting. I went to the pits, got a quick repair, came out and thought, if I make top 10, I'll be doing good. I picked up a few cars, another caution comes out, picked off a few more, and then I was in 8th, I think, at the last caution. And then I don't know, man, I guess the tires really made a big difference. I was shocked because I was so much better than everybody else, and I really think it was a tire thing there. Early in the race, I was just trying to hang out. I had run some practice laps before, and I ran about 50 laps hard and had about 40% tire left. So I was like, man, I'm going to have to conserve. So I was just really trying to be easy until Hackney got by me. And then I tried to push a little harder, and I don't know what happened between me and Kevin. I don't know. It's all good. No worries. But something happened there, and then that's when, I tore my car up, went to the pits, and then that's all she wrote, man. I'm super happy to have second place. Felt really good about it.
Absolutely, man. A great run, a great drive as you park that 59 right up here on the podium in the second race of the series. A good points night here for you and a good run and recovery for the 59 ride. Dustin, who would you like to thank for a great performance and great drive here at Bristol Motor Speedway?
Yeah, thanks, man. Definitely everybody at CFM, Majula say. I know this is a fixed series, but you just being around those guys, racing with those guys helps me a lot. WR one Sim Chassis, TAC 3 Defense, Majula say Speedstop CFM, VLR, and Sweet Victory Apparel. That would be the bunch.
Beauty. Well, Dustin, congratulations on the second place run. A great drive and a great performance there out of the 59 car here in this one. Hopefully we'll see a little bit of momentum builder, and hopefully we'll see a back up here in the broadcast booth a little bit more throughout this series, and hopefully maybe a couple spots better, one spot better, and up here in Victory Lane.
I sure hope so. Thank you very much.
Beauty. Dustin, enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes, sir. You too. Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our second place finisher, Dustin Holmes, as Dustin comes home here in position number 2. We're going to get ready to pull in our third place finisher now, our third place driver, the 26 of Kevin Brow, as Kevin coming home here in position number 3. We're going to pull him up into his post-race interview here as he's waiting patiently down in that third place waiting room. Hey, Kevin, it's Aaron up here in the PeaceMaker broadcasting booth. You got a copy?
Yeah.
Kevin, my boy, a great run, a great drive. We saw you here hanging out inside the top 5 for majority of this race, and then a little bit of contact there between you and the 59 ride gets you both up into the outside wall. A ton of damage there for you, but you guys come down, get your cars repaired, get those fresh set of tires that Bristol allows here in this one. So a good little bit of strategy there for you, but you had a lot of very, very fast cars still in front of you that you had to work your way around. Slowly but surely, you were able to pick them off and work yourself back up inside the top 3 for a solid third place finish, man. Take us back through this race and, how happy you are for a great recovery and a rebound here in this one.
Yeah, it was tight there at the beginning. I mean, we kind of just started a train there at the first half of the race, and I honestly, it was all my fault between me and Dustin. The guys checked up in front of me, and I had 2 choices, and I gassed it trying to keep the car, from into the back of, I think it was Dalton, and I didn't realize he was that close to me on the inside there and hooked him. So that one was all my fault, but then got lucky with the restart, got past a few cars, and then got caught up in that next caution actually, and it tweaked the rear end. So my car rotated really well into the corner, so that kind of just gave me that nice little low line and I just followed Dustin the whole way.
Absolutely. We saw you two working yourselves through traffic there and having a great rebound for the two of you as you work yourselves up onto the podium. Kevin, a great run, a solid drive out there, and a great performance in this one. Who would you like to thank for such a strong run here at Bristol Motor Speedway?
Just the guys that helped me get to here, like the guys over at White Knuckle Speed, Overkill Computers, all those guys helping me. Brent Kearney really helping me one-on-one, getting dialed in. So I appreciate everybody that helped me get here.
Absolutely, my boy. Well, Kevin, congratulations on a solid top 3 finish in the second race of the series. Hopefully a bit of momentum builder, and hopefully we'll see you back up here in the broadcast booth for the final 4 races or 6 races, something like that we got left here. A lot of racing left to be had and a lot more opportunities to see you come down and pick up a checkered flag yourself. Hopefully we'll see you back up here next week.
Yep. Hope to be here. Thanks.
Enjoy the rest of your evening, Kevin.
Yep. Bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up there for our 3rd place finisher, Kevin Brown. As Kevin Brown coming home there in position number 3. A great run and a great drive there out of that number 26 machine. But ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that is going to do it for us here in this one. Some great racing action, a lot of back and forth, a lot of side-by-side battles on the racetrack, and a great race here by all these drivers as they put on a absolutely amazing show here for each and every one of us. My boy Joseph DiPietro coming in with that like, Tasha coming in with that heart reaction as well. H&R Landscaping and Handyman Services becoming a follower. H&R Landscaping, welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker crew. If you guys haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button if you're watching on Facebook or Kick. If you're watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button as we continue to build on every single channel here on PeaceMaker Gaming. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're going to call it there at the end of that one, but man, what a race, what a show, and we're going to see these guys back in action next Tuesday as we're going to see this series continue on and these great races being produced by all these drivers as they put on an absolutely wicked show here once again this Tuesday, and we look forward to seeing them back out onto the racetrack. Hopefully we'll see you guys here in the next one as we're going to hop off for now. We're going to try to go make sure we get a bunch of things locked, set, and loaded for a little bit of trucking, and then we're going to be going back live later on in the evening for American Truck Sim. We're going to be doing some trucking again. We're all in that trucking family right now. We're all running some loads around the USA, and I think Keith's got some things for us here. I think Mr. Hackney's got a couple, little secret mods for us to be able to get up into Canada and do some trucking up in my neck of the woods as well. Yo, Dustin Holmes, my boy Dustin, coming in, hitting that follow button as well. Dustin, welcome to the PeaceMaker family. Welcome to the PeaceMaker crew, hitting that follow button, becoming part of the PeaceMaker family here in this one. Great run, Dustin. Great race. And man, what a great race by all these drivers. A huge thank you to Dalton, Butcher, and all of the sponsors and everyone that makes this happen. And a huge thank you to everyone coming in and showing the love and being part of the show with all the likes, the shares, the comments, all the new followers. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And I'll see you guys back here in a little bit for some American Truck Sim, as that's what we're going to get into next. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all later. Peace out for now, baby. Peace out for now, ladies and gentlemen. Woo! What a race. What a show, baby. What a race. Oh!
I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not
Let's
someone
go.
that you would wanna cross.
I move quietly,
Absolutely,
like a
Brandon,
shadow, there's a
absolutely,
dark
my
side
boy.
to me. I work privately to go build and create my own dynasty. A new rivalry, it emerges ever so silently. But I got fight in me, so I'll squash anything that's trying me. I'm like, me versus you, I hope that you know what you're getting into. I got nothing to lose, so you better watch out, can't predict my moves. I'll make you irrelevant, I don't stop till I'm at the top settling. I live here like a local resident, and you know I ain't selling it.
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss, cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want, I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss.
lose. I'll work all night if it's what I gotta do. Who needs sleep when the caffeine's brewed? I don't fatigue, I just have to move. I don't work with others, they just slow me down and my progress suffers. It's not you, it's me, but really I just work much better when I'm free. I don't do things for the hell of it, I do things that I do for the benefit. I make moves that'll make me relevant. I've been telling them, you just gotta work hard, play hard, punch that race card, move fast, take charge, do that, make guard, move past fake cards, lose that hate card, and never give up when the gun goes, race start.
I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross. I won't stop, I'm here to get what I want. I'm not lost, I'm here to make it to the top. I'll take a shot, I'll overpower any boss. Cause I am not someone that you would wanna cross.